Want to improve your pickleball ground stroke? Here's what you need to do. When playing pickleball, there are some strokes that are more effective and give better results than others. When you're just starting out, you should focus on perfecting the most basic moves. In this video, we will share the best strategies to improve your pickleball ground stroke, which will create a strong foundation for a good overall game. Hello and welcome to Pro Pickleball Media, your #1 spot for all pickleball content. Our channel is dedicated to the fastest growing sport in the US, and we cover all fun and exciting things related to pickleball. So if you love pickleball and want to learn more about it, just take a few seconds to subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our recent videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about how you can improve your pickleball ground stroke. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video where we will share proper ground stroke techniques along with key mistakes that you should avoid. Now let's get right into the video. Maintaining your balance and developing solid footwork are essential building blocks for success in any athletic endeavor. When we are off balance, a shot is the most difficult to make. Good footwork is a crucial part of being a top pickleball player, yet it's often ignored. If you want to improve your pickleball ground strokes, you need to examine your footwork first. Most of us struggle to use our upper bodies and arms when hitting from the baseline. Neither power nor precision are enhanced by that. So, do you want to improve your shot and learn new tricks? Let's start with the fundamental way. You can't compare a stroke to a shot. To hit or otherwise affect the ball, you must first master the fundamental concept of a stroke. What follows following a stroke is called a shot. A stroke is broader and grounded on ideas, while a shot is more focused. There are three basic strokes in pickleball. 1. The ground stroke. A ground stroke is any stroke played after the ball has bounced once. Many of the shots you'll take in pickleball, such as dinks, will be ground strokes. Forehand ground stroke. The strongest and most accurate shot, it's frequently used from the baseline or very close to it. To get into the right position on the court, you should first sideways. Instead of reaching for the ball, try shifting your feet into a ready position. It is recommended to start the backswing by pivoting the hips and shoulders into a ready position with the non-paddle shoulder facing the oncoming ball. Some players will reach forward with their non-dominant arm to maintain their equilibrium. Forward momentum can be created by planting the front foot in the direction the ball is to travel. Strike the ball in front of you with the paddle before it reaches its highest point of bounce. Keep the wrist firm, not floppy, but allow it to hinge backwards enough to meet the ball squarely. The paddle head is angled slightly open, tipped back from vertical. To return the ready position after bending over, it's important to follow through. Backhand ground stroke. When the ball is headed towards the side where the paddle arm is not stationed, however, the backhand ground stroke is the go-to shot for many players, who can employ it in as much as 75% of their ground strokes. As a first step, you should get into the proper posture on the court. Stay on your feet and don't waste your time reaching. From the ready stance, rotate the upper body to face the oncoming ball with the paddle shoulder. The paddle arm should be brought across the body and the paddle's shoulder should be raised over the head. The hitting hand's opposite arm can either be held behind the body for stability or extended across the body towards the target area. Whatever feels more natural and works for the individual player. Forward momentum can be created by planting the front foot in the direction the ball is to travel. Strike the ball in front of you with the paddle before it reaches its highest point of bounce. Focus on putting your body weight on your front foot. The open angle of the paddle's head. Aligned forearm and wrist held firmly, not wobbly. To return to the ready position after bending over, it's important to follow through. 2. Volley. A volley in the simplest terms is a shot that is made without letting the ball touch the ground. Whether you hit the ball low or high, as long as it doesn't bounce, it counts as a volley. As a rule, spikes in a game of volleyball are significantly more powerful. For example, the overhead smash is a common volley shot. Just remember that the kitchen is not a volley-free zone. 3. Dink. Dink is a special kind of ground stroke that is only used in close proximity to the net. Dinks are typically made in the kitchen, are extremely weak, and barely make it through the net. Throughout a pickleball match, you can use a wide variety of dink shots. Then, what is the proper technique for a dink stroke? Gently as one can manage. There's no force behind the dinking motion, but it is pinpoint accurate. You want to make it as gentle as possible so they can't hit back at you too strongly. In contrast, pinpoint accuracy is crucial. The whole point of a dink is to cause your opponent to make a mistake. So keep that in mind. Find out if your rival favors using their backhand or forehand. If you want to score a hit, you should aim for the side that is less sturdy. This calls for pinpoint accuracy. Any stroke that ends in dink can be executed in any way you like. Remember to take a steady, deliberate, and concentrated aim. Touch and precision are essential, but as always, the more you practice it, the better you get. There are 4 things your feet do to create better pickleball ground strokes. 1. Split step. Have you ever found yourself standing flat-footed during a game? I have, and doing so compels me to achieve a stable stance before proceeding in the direction of the shot. The time spent on it may not seem like much, yet it delays a potential payout. I can swiftly switch sides of the court by using the split step and keeping my feet light. Number 2, turn. The back foot can be used to pivot the body in any direction, allowing you to focus on your target. The first step in using a forehand swing with your right hand is to move your right foot back. If you're going for a backhand, your left foot should be moved back. Number 3, shuffle set. Use a shuffle step back or forward to adjust to the ball and then set the back foot. Number 4, swing through. This is accomplished by shifting weight from the rear to the forefoot. The ball is hit with the paddle in front of the hip at the same time. The power comes from a combination of abdominal and leg motion. Contact between ball and paddle just in front of the hip improves precision. This action reduces the length of the arm swing, which helps prevent throwing errors. Loopy return. In my observation, many players favor lofted, arcing ground strokes. For a player who's unable to move about as freely, that could be an ideal method of serving back. An opponent in the non-volley zone can reach the ball before the serving team even has a chance to touch it if the ball is hit deep. But if this is unintentional or temporary, or if you simply want to improve your ground stroke, you should ask yourself the following 3 questions. Number 1, where are you standing? At what spot are you waiting to serve back? Too often I notice a player positioning himself dangerously near the baseline. By reversing course slightly, the player can then advance in the desired forward direction before making contact with the ball. To make a shot, you need to allow your body weight to shift into it. Your weight will shift away from the direction you want the ball to go if you get too close to the line, so keep that in mind. Number 2, where is your backswing? Due to pickleball's diminutive size and shorter court, a full tennis backswing is unnecessary. An effective backswing in pickleball should not travel further than your back hip. To answer your third question, I will frequently instruct a student to shorten their backswing by concentrating on paddle tracking from off their opponent's paddle to the bounce. Number 3, where are you contacting the ball? Are you making contact with the ball right after it bounces, as it peaks, or on the way down? The sooner you seize the lead, the better, meaning immediately after it bounces. After bouncing, the ball loses speed as it rises and falls again. Taking the ball early allows you to gain more speed on it. Furthermore, the ball only needs to be nudged in the right direction to be returned much beyond the goal line, as the point of contact is lower. If you want to avoid overswinging, you can catch the ball in front of you by opening the paddle face, and then step into the ball by sliding forward in behind your shot. Proper ground stroke technique. So if you want to improve your ground stroke, focus on these 3 things. Give yourself more room to step forward, shorten your backstroke, take the ball sooner. So, what is your technique for proper ground stroke? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share with your fellow picklers. Also, if you love pickleball, then make sure to watch this next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.